Yo, yo, it's your boy. Come on, we're on the chart. All right, man. So for today, I was out kind of late on Thursday, so I didn't even get into the market at the open. I didn't take any trades today, but I still want to get a review in, being that it's Friday. So we'll kind of run through this a little quick, but we'll try to show you the trades and what I was thinking when I did get there. I got in about like 8 o'clock, um, just to see what was going on. Okay, so lower highs moving over there. Um, I'm seeing a micro trend off of this line. We had a break, a leg down, so we might get another leg down. Let's see what happens there. The time, it's about 5:30. It's a little early for us. 6 o'clock hits there. That's the next leg down, so that's good. And we're kind of chilling in the middle, so we need to see it kind of push further down or um, figure something out. Pushes, a new break, new lows. And you can even, just to be sure, let's check out this area, see where the measured move is. So the measured move is a little bit down there. Let's see if we get it. Got the a higher low off this low, touch the EMA, maybe a sell entry coming soon. Um, but now we're breaking above the EMA, so we need to see what's going on with that. Okay, now we're getting a decent push. Let's go ahead and make the new micro trend. Especially when you get a move, the breakout, and then a move beyond the previous low. Just because we haven't gotten to our measured move doesn't mean prices won't reverse. The reversal is expected basically when prices break that previous low. You know, so this is within our strategy to possibly be thinking about going long. And really, we're just going to use this trend line to see if we get a good setup off of it. Um, that's a trade. I think it's a little aggressive because it's into this upper line, but from the low, we tried to go lower once, tried to go lower twice, it fails. If it breaks above here, you can go long there. Here it goes. Yeah, you're able to get that. It's an okay trade. Now we're getting back to this range area. Let's see if that holds prices. Got some rejection off of it. That's cool. But we got to remember that even though we got this rejection on this bigger pattern, we need to let this micro trend play out. So we need to break, a move to the high, and if we start seeing a reversal, or we're going to get this break, it's going to try to go higher, fail, and make a leg. Then we can start looking for trades lower. That's a big trend down. So that one just broke. That's fine. There wasn't really an entry in there. There are a couple matching tops, but the signal bars aren't that great. There's no way to really anticipate a move like that either, so just gotta wait. Okay, so lower high, and you see how this line is holding. See how that holds prices? See that? Maybe on this side, something like there. Another move down. Okay, so here's a short trade, but we're not going to take it because we have these matching bars. That's going to be more like a congestion area. So let's be careful and not go short there. Oh, Would have worked, but that's okay. You can't really guarantee that. This is the pullback to the congestion area. Signal bar is not that great. We're waiting. Push lower. Let's see where we are on this lower side. Maybe we're getting close. Still got a little bit to go. Over there. That's a strong move up. We closed beyond the EMA. Once we break above these highs, we might make a micro trend. So there's our micro trend going back up. Interesting that it didn't bounce off this line like it did over there. So let's see what's going on. Break below. It's good. It's a little higher low trade off the EMA. Just a little too aggressive right now, but you might go long there. Doesn't break above yet. Still hasn't broken above. We broke above there, but now you can see it's going kind of sideways for sure. And this bar broke above this bar, so I'm just going to wait. From here, what you could maybe do is if it breaks out, pulls back, and gives us a good entry, we could probably buy that. But it doesn't yet. This is interesting. This is a second entry long. It's there. Maybe given the context, you shouldn't be looking for the trade because everything's moving down. But this micro trend hasn't played out yet, and prices are still kind of tight on the EMA. So we might get a bounce at least to this high and stuff, and then if we test the high, I think we'll be good. So you maybe go long there if you can. Get in on a limit order, get in on a one tick back. And it never breaks above, so you wouldn't have been in that trade because it never broke above. Here's the same trade because this same trade is still valid, but now that we're moving down, it should still work, but I think I'm going to wait for the higher low. That's good. See, like that would have been a good signal bar. I kind of missed that, but that's a pretty nice signal bar with the triple bottoms. I might have missed that, but if you see it like that, once that triple bottom was made and that bar closed like that, that's probably a good sign. Okay, see, now that we're getting this move, this wave, let's take a moment and measure that move. Give us a target up here, just past the trend line. There's our higher low, bad signal bar, nothing really going on there. Little push, there's our pullback. Maybe once we break above a bar, we'll be looking at like here. I want to go long there. It's getting risky because we've already like the same thing that happened back in over here. We already have the break and a move to a new high. See how this green bar is higher than the wicks over here. So we already have that new high. So we need to be careful about reversals. But in this context, we're still above the EMA. We're kind of riding the EMA. I'm okay with this one. That one does okay. So another thing we're having is there's a little channel now, like a spike in channel. Here's the spike up, and then there's a channel that you can see kind of up here a little bit. Just to see if this holds. I mean, and since, if we're looking at this bigger channel, we've had a lot of moves off this line, but now it's getting broken. So we're still going to expect a retest of the lows. But like the way I was taught as well is when you come down, don't quite hit the lows sometimes. and then you start breaking through, um, sometimes that's a sign. Nothing there that you want to take. That trade is interesting. This is a second entry long. Nice signal bar. It's really close to those highs, so it might be a little risky going long there. But everything's still above the EMA. We're in the trend line. We're looking for it to come touch this side. You can maybe go long there. That one works out pretty well too. Moving along. Yeah, I still wasn't even at the charts yet. I think, yeah, I got in like 8 o'clock or 8:30 or something. So we're still going up. I think as we move up, it's going to be hard to find your failed entries. You're going to have to wait for the second entries to the highs. So as we're moving up, you're going to really need to pay attention to the highs, wait for it to go down, try once, go down, try twice, sort of thing. So we're just, this is just a first entry to that high. So there's nothing really there we want to trade yet. This is another second entry to the high. This one sketches me out. Let's see if it works though. I think why I don't like it is because it's just inside of this bar. So I don't like it for that reason. But it's a second entry long. Everything's above. Still making higher lows. So let's see. Well, it works. Yeah, see, and that's why you try your hardest, not to judge the trades because you don't know which ones are going to work and which ones aren't going to work. Just try to follow your storyline and your context. And when you see your second entries, when you see your failed second entries, when you see the good signal bars, take it. Don't sketch yourself out of a trade. Take some time to have the intuition for it, but trade what you see, not what you think. And so here, what are we seeing? We're seeing that it made a high. Look at this. It kind of broke out here, but that's not convincing. We want a convincing breakout. I think by this bar right here, we're having a convincing breakout of our trend. So we broke out, we made a new high, and prices have given us 2 legs down. So let's just give this a little micro trend. Before we go short, we need to see it try to go up once and then fail again to go short. But at least now we're aware that, okay, the sellers are momentarily in control. So we can put our trend line kind of like that, and then let's see how it plays out. Nothing's breaking above, everything's in the trend line, that's good. Okay, we got the break above. So if it fails, you can go short. Yeah. Let's move past the EMA, so we need to be careful now. That thing's still going. Okay, so because it's moved so far, even though that's a red bar, we're not going to take that. We're going to wait for a lower high. So it's going to break, pull back, break. Or we're going to see if this momentum bar can keep going. And I see this pattern every now and then, but like if you see these first couple bars all the way to the doji, and then sometimes that will repeat itself once you put it like there. It's almost gotten there, to be honest. So we're already pretty close to that. See how we're making higher lows though. Getting bounces. I don't know if there's something here yet. It's definitely 2 touches there. I'm not sure on this side. On this side you get like 3 touches, so there could be a trend line right there. Let's do ourselves a favor real quick and just clean it up. Clean it up. Yeah, man, I hope these videos help though. A lot of times I'm just doing this for my own personal records, so I have a way of thinking out loud my strategy and kind of making my strategy a subconscious sort of thing. But I know in between my personal notes, I'm hoping that if someone's trying to learn how to trade or trying to get a feel for the day to day of being a trader, they're getting a good taste of what goes on. See, like right there, that's see what happened? It broke below and then failed like that. At this point, once prices break above this bar, we're going to make a new micro trend. And right there it does. We're not going to take that trade. It's a little bit kind of not in the place we want it. But now we have a micro trend going this way. And this one didn't really check up. We're not going to totally give up on this until it breaks above. It already broke above. So yeah, we can give up on it. But basically with these micro trends, if the next trend breaks above the start point for the micro trend, you can erase it or discount it. Basically, we're going to forget about it breaking and then retesting. This now is something different. There's a lower, so right there off this low, it went lower once, it's trying to go lower twice. If it breaks above that area, these three tops, you can go long there. It's aggressive because there are those triple tops. But if the price action is holding and that trend line is holding, you might risk it. I think what I would do right here, like, so if I saw this trade and I, assuming we've won a few of these trades already, I'm probably going to skip it, to be honest, but I'm going to size down on this trade. Like, I'm not going to trade 3 contracts. I might not even trade 2 contracts. I could just do 1 contract and just, because my target would be just to up here anyway. It's not that big of a target. And we're not that close to the trend line either. So I would size down so that if this doesn't work, I don't give back too many trades from back here. It's a nice setup. Breaks above, and it creeps out. Yeah, I took some sim trades, I guess. I did take this sim trade. I was able to get in on a limit order, and I just got out like quickly. So there you get the break, a move outside. It's just kind of going sideways now. You can see all those dojis and stacked bars. And then we're going to go, so right there, we're just getting congestion. There's nothing you want to do short, especially going short back into that EMA. It could just catch and bounce. It's nothing we really want to do long either. So we just need to wait on our hands and let prices come below and try to start buying it back up. That's decent. This is actually a very interesting trade that on a sim trade, I took this and then I thought about it more, and there are some clues why this probably isn't a good trade. It's a good signal bar, but the signal bar is inside of the previous bar, which is this bar. So inside signal bar triggers aren't as effective. Another thing to notice is that if you enter on a limit order here, you can't exit this trade until the highs. So by definition, you want to enter a trade in a way where you can exit by the time you get to this other line. So those 2 factors alone might keep you out of a trade that basically does this and then kind of reverses on you. In fact, I think certain traders are going to start getting short right there. It's a failed entry with a breakout pullback. Yeah, but the key thing to note is this pattern right here. This pattern, it looks strong. It's a second entry, but that big green bar is inside of this red bar. And those can fail. You need them to look like these ones did, where even though it's inside, it's not necessarily a red bar. It has a tail that matches the bottom. these bottoms. It's not floating inside of it. See how this one is floating inside of it? It never even tested that area, right? See how this green bar, it actually breaks below and then comes back. Like those are good signs. And this one's kind of similar, but the point, that's why this one's aggressive though, is that see how it's matching those bottoms. It's not, it's technically inside, but it's not floating inside, right? This one actually matched its lows and then got rejected. So be on the lookout when you see second entries with trades that have the signal bar inside and floating. Might be a trap. Might be a trap. Okay, so now we're getting a nice green bar coming off this breakout. Sometimes this you can like a double top, you can consider it as a single top. So it could be first entry, second entry. I'm not in love yet just because we're under the EMA. We're moving down. We need to wait. We need to wait for the trend line touch. A little break. Okay, it's getting a little movement. Here you get the higher low. I don't know. The problem with this trade is that it broke this signal bar, and this signal bar isn't that strong. But if the price action continues, let's see if that holds. Nah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's the same thing as this one. It's it needs to be, it's really technical, you know, the way this bar closes. It needs to be something where it doesn't break it. It can't break the previous bar, because this becomes my signal bar. That's not good enough. That one would have failed, whatever. Keep it moving. Now though, you can actually consider this leg down and start to say maybe that there's a micro trend down. Could be somewhere there. Move it down. No trades. You know, there's a trade there. Might. Let's just say that's really aggressive, but you might take that one. I would not have taken it given the context, but we had the breakout of the congestion area, then it went a leg further, pulled away. When it came back and it reversed, that's time for a micro trend. And if you look to this low, it went lower once, and then it's set up to go lower twice with a nice bear bar. You can go short there. Be ready to exit. I mean, and that's what people are doing. They're exiting right there. It starts going sideways. Okay, this is a cool trade. We're gonna wait though, only because we have this micro trend. Let's see if we get a break, test of the low, or it goes up, tries to go lower again, but then fails. But we're not gonna take this one yet. Darn, it goes. But that's just sometimes what you gotta do. You gotta let it go. And so right here, right, you know, back here, this wave broke the highs of our micro trend. We're going to forget about the retest. We're just going to focus now on, well, that's what happens. But yeah, we're going to focus on trying to take trades. So yeah, it keeps going. You get this break below. Now you get a break above. We were waiting for this, but we're a little bit too far. We're at the highs of the days. It's going sideways. It sucks because you were waiting for this trade, but that's just part of being a trader. Now you got to continue to wait for that trade. And that is the last trade of the day. Yeah, guys, it's Friday. I'm really trying to get out of here. But 1240, we would have been done more. Yeah, you probably would have been done at this trade. So no harm, no foul. Um, it's kind of how we ended the day, though. Everything was long except one trade. So pretty chill day. It kind of crept up in here, but nothing too tricky happened outside of the that little hidden second entry, and then this one. You pretty much know not to take that one. Okay, guys. Comment, DM, email. Let me know. Talk to me. Let's go have a great weekend and come back next week to get it done. See y'all.